Do you want to get your business in front of over 100,000 viewers every month? Advertise with 321 and enjoy the best value in local advertising while supporting free community live streams. Your message will be seen across live high school sports, morning shows, and local events, connecting you directly with engaged audiences, boosting your visibility, growing your brand, and helping us keep these broadcasts accessible to everyone for free. Partner with 321 today and watch your business thrive. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Breakfast with Ken and Ben, brought to you by, right now, the lovely people at Bessie. And you want to show your coffee?
Yeah, there you go. The official coffee of Ken and Ben's breakfast. Breakfast with Ken and Ben.
No, Ken and Ben's breakfast. I like it. Breakfast. Yeah. You have no idea what the show is called, do you?
I think the last I heard was Breakfast with Ken and Ben.
That's right. That's right. And of course, I put your name first.
You didn't have to.
Because, well, no, I had to. You know? Because you're the...
We can switch it around.
We'll switch it every week, every day. This is episode 2 of Breakfast with Ken and Ben. How'd you feel the first one went?
Good. I got great reviews from most important people. I had to get them from yesterday when I got home.
That would be Hazel.
Absolutely.
Good. Well, I'm glad.
And let's get this straight. She tells me either good or bad too.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I have gone home and got a bad review at times.
Have you?
So it's same with the games we used to do.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing, and you could ask DJ and Dan.
I try not to talk to DJ as much as I can. I'm kidding.
Nothing was official how we made out in that game until we talked to her.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
That checks out. So anybody play any April Fool's jokes on you yesterday?
No, nothing. No. How about you?
No. I played a couple April Fool's jokes on some people. Yeah. But overall it was good. I focused mostly on, I'm a fool in love. So yesterday was a 3-year anniversary for Jackie and I, and an unintentional April Fool's joke that I never would have done on purpose, and I still don't know that I did do it on purpose. I don't think I did it. We have debate on which one of us did it. We got. Remember yesterday we were talking about what I was going to do and should I get her chocolates, and she doesn't like flowers and all of that stuff. So I got. We decided that for dinner last night we would have ice cream. That's what she wanted. She wanted ice cream for dinner. And I was fine. Like, anything you want. So
that's the way to do it.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I learned from you. And so I got her. So we ordered Mel's Downtown Creamery at like 8:30 at night. We got it delivered, which was nice.
Oh, that was nice.
Yep. So we got Mel's Downtown Creamery delivered, and she got the loaded ice cream nachos, and she swears that she hit M&Ms. Because if you've never had the loaded ice cream nachos, have you had them?
No.
They're fantastic. So they're it's 2 scoops of soft serve ice cream, a sundae topping, so like hot fudge, caramel, whatever you want, and then a candy topping. And then you get these little waffle cone chips that are the nachos that you dip it in. Mm-hmm. And fantastic. She got caramel and M&Ms. So she thought. When it arrived, it was Nerds.
Really?
It was Nerds, not, and you've had Nerds, right?
Yeah.
The sour little tiny candies. Yeah. So she was like, oh my God, I can't believe they put Nerds on here and not M&Ms. And she was like, I mean, why? Who would have thought that was a good idea? Why? And I'm like, maybe, I don't know. And she was like, we gotta, like, did they make a mistake? Did DoorDash make a mistake? And so I'm like, she's like, this is very weird. As she's eating the first one, she's like, I never would have put Nerds and caramel together. And then I'm like, let me look at the order. Right? She's all like, what did I do? What happened? What happened? She hit Nerds. 100% her fault. 100% her fault. It says Nerds and caramel as the options. She chose Nerds. She thought she hit M&Ms. She hit Nerds. She is convinced that somehow I did it. That somehow, when she handed me back the phone with her order already placed, that I switched it from M&Ms to Nerds on purpose to ruin her ice cream on our anniversary as an April Fool's joke. I didn't do it on purpose, Ken. And I don't think that I did it. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I did it. But
well, the only thing you did is you would have had an out anyhow, because you could have said it was April Fool.
I could have said it was April Fool's, yeah.
And then that would have taken care of the whole situation.
Yeah. Now here's a testament to how good Mel's Downtown Creamery is. She ate the whole thing and enjoyed it.
Really? Well, see now.
Yeah.
Now we have a different ice cream dish for them over there.
Yeah. I mean, I had a bite of it, and I think it's very weird. I thought it was very weird.
But you ate it.
I had a bite, and then I ate what I got, which was a normal thing. And but she, after like 4 chips of it, she was like, all right, I'm used to it, it's good. I'm like, all right. But it was a weird sour, and you know, they're on there as an option. People get this.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you know
it's
what
on
I mean?
there anyhow.
Yeah, it's on there, so people get it. But
so you can't take credit for like a new.
No. But the ice cream was delicious. It's been a little while since we had Mel's, and so good. Always so good. We got some comments here. Brian Sullivan said, "Hi, Ken Collins and Ben Barber, the tag team champions of the world, the Midnight Rockers." I was a midnight rocker.
You were?
Last night. We talked about this in the elevator on the way up. I went to bed at like 1:30 in the morning.
1:30.
And then
I had like 3 hours in by then. No, almost 4 hours.
Almost 4 hours in, which explains why you were up and at 'em, and you know, but I was outside at the exact moment I said I would be yesterday. Problem is, I thought that I was joking and that I'd be here earlier.
Well, after a while we'll get you.
You whip me into shape.
Yeah.
Now the funny thing is that my as I was going to bed last night, I can't put my phone next to my bed anymore. If I put my phone next to my bed, I won't get up in the morning. Like, I'll hit snooze, I'll grab my phone, I'll look at my phone. My phone needs to be in the other room.
Yep, where you have to get up.
Where I have to get up when it goes off.
Yep.
And I have the most annoying alarm clock sound. It's a song I used to like. Don't like it anymore. And so anyway, so last night at like 1:30, I'm falling asleep. My phone is in the other room. Jackie's awake. I yelled to her, "Can you check to make sure my alarm's on?" And she checked, and I said, "Make sure that it's the one after 7:00, not the 6:30 alarm, the one that I usually go with." I was like, give me till like 7:15 at least. And I know, because it's preset, that alarm is a different sound. So this morning, I wake up to that stupid song blasting, and I'm like, so I look over at the clock on my nightstand, and I'm like, yeah, it's 6:30. She set my alarm for 6:30. She got me back for the nerds. And of course I had to get up and get out and stop the thing, or else, you know.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Because she said her motto could be, I don't get mad.
I get even.
I get even. And maybe she got one up.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she did.
Good job.
And then I just kind of sat there for a half hour, like, I can't do anything right now. I needed that extra sleep.
Are you not a morning person?
I am a morning person if I go to bed early enough.
Well,
and I think
what time would you have to go to bed?
What time?
Be like a normal, not normal, but a morning person.
No, I have to go to bed by midnight to wake up at 6:30 and be happy about it.
That should be enough. Yeah,
it should be fine. Yeah, 6.5 hours is usually enough sleep for me. Actually, sometimes the other night I went to bed at like 10, and I was up at 4:30. Like, great. Well, I have trained my body to get 6 hours of sleep. So
yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah, and then on another day, I had set my alarm for 8 a.m. because I got to sleep in. I don't remember what day this was, but I got to sleep in, so I set my alarm for 8 a.m. And I noticed that Jackie got up and went to the bathroom. And when she came back to bed, I looked at the clock and I was like, I have got your body on a rhythm. It's 6:32 in the morning and you had to wake up and go pee because you're used to hearing my alarm go off in the other room. and you're welcome. Pavlov's dog situation. So anyway, do you have a morning routine? Do you know what is this a new concept for people, the morning routine? There was a fitness influencer that went viral last week. Millions and millions, almost 1 billion views for his absolutely insane, chaotic morning routine.
Mm-hmm.
He wakes up at 3:50.
3:50.
3:50. Uh-huh. He has mouth tape on overnight so that he has to breathe through his nose. He has really expensive water that he pours into a bowl of ice, and he dips his head in the ice. There's one part where he's levitating over a pool for about 4 minutes. It doesn't make sense, but that's what it says. So, you want to just see it? You want to see the video I'm talking about? Hold on. I'll pull it up. I want to know your what is this guy's name? Ashton Hall morning routine.
It's amazing what you get on this thing.
I know, right? So,
this the guy?
Yeah, this is the guy. So hold on.
Look at him.
Hold on. We can actually.
Oh, these things he does every morning.
That's what he claims. So, claims that he does this every morning. All right. So, yeah. All right. Here it is. We're going to share the screen. He claims that he does this every morning. Here we go. All right. Ready? You can see this?
Yeah.
All right. 3:56 a.m., 3:57 a.m., 3:58 a.m. Here's the really expensive water. Okay. Doing a little shave.
Mm-hmm. This is 3:56 in the morning.
Yep. Well, now it's 4:07, and he's going outside to his balcony, drinking some more of the water, meditating, doing push-ups for 20 minutes, breaking the bottle on purpose, having someone else clean it up, doing a little meditating, reading the Bible, journaling, watching a motivational video. Now he's putting lemons in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Dipping his head in. See how he has an assistant for everything?
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Who gets up at 3:56 in the morning with him?
I don't know. But now he's going to the gym. Mm-hmm. It's 6:14 a.m.
6:14.
Oh, this is only part of it. This is only part of it. Where's the rest of the video? Hold on. So you see, you see other people now Yeah, you see other people now doing the same thing. Anyway, so he jumps in the pool eventually. All sorts of stuff. What do you think? You think that's aggressive? 3:50 in the
I
morning
think he's
every
crazy.
Yeah. How about the pouring expensive bottles of water? Should we see how much that water is? Saratoga Water Co. How much is a Saratoga? Okay, it is $1.86 per bottle. Or it's $20 for a case of 12 for water. That seems
Yeah.
excessive.
Yeah, well, it is. Yeah.
Would you drink a $20 bottle of water?
No. If you want to buy them for me, I will.
No.
Why would you spend 20 when you can buy the water you got right there for at least half the price?
Yeah, this it was a 12 pack. So it was a 12 pack of that for $20.
Right.
This is a 28 pack for $4.
Right.
So
I can't believe someone would do that every day.
I don't think he does.
No.
I don't think he does. There's another part. He eats a banana at about 7:30, about 8 a.m. He gets back from the gym. He eats a banana, and then he takes the banana peel and he wipes it all over his face. Apparently, it has anti-aging.
Okay. So
what do you think? What do you think? If I get you a banana right now, can we get you to rub it all over your face?
Sure, why not? I'll try that. This guy here, if he does what he says he does, at what time did you say he started?
3:50.
Then after he gets through, what time? 7:30?
Nope, 9
o'clock.
9:30
well, if he
in the
does
morning.
all this between that time and 9 o'clock, then he would probably go to bed right after that.
Yeah.
That's what
well, he goes to bed. I think he legitimately goes to bed at about 8 p.m.
I would think so.
Yeah. Because there's a nighttime routine video that he did as well that starts at about 5 p.m. So generally speaking, he's waking up, doing a 4-hour morning routine.
Yeah.
Going to work, starting at 9 a.m. Oh, there's also a really hilarious thing where he's on a Zoom call and he says, well, I think today we got to at least make 10,000. 10,000 what? Like the sound bites are insane that are in that video. And then his nighttime routine that I watched is about 3 hours, and that's in the evening from about 5 to 8. And it's basically like a very similar thing, but in reverse. And then he goes to bed.
He doesn't do too much else then. But
I would assume not.
No?
I would assume not. But what is a Ken Collins morning? If we were to make that video for you, what does a Ken Collins morning routine look like?
It would be very short.
Yeah.
I get up like this morning. I would get up like at 6:30.
Okay.
Figured I got to be here on time. Usually if I'm going to be on at 8 o'clock, I would probably get here at 7:45.
No, that sounds reasonable. You're giving me some advice there. Continue.
Yeah, I am. And so for me, well, I take my morning medication, which will get me through the day.
Yep.
And that's about it. I wouldn't have a coffee until I get to my next thing would be go to Best Eat and get a coffee and then go to work. Yeah. I don't do a whole lot. I can't. One thing I can't do is when I get up in the morning, I can't eat a meal in the morning right away. I have to wait a while anyhow. So
yeah. Well, that's good.
That doesn't bother me. So if I get up at 6:30, I got to do what I have to do. Go out the door, stop and get a coffee, and I'll be about 15 minutes preparing to go on and do a program. That's what I normally would do.
I feel like my best self when I don't eat in the morning, when I don't eat until around like 1 p.m. Honestly, I feel good and productive, and I like fasting like that. I had almonds this morning. needed a little something to get me going. So I had some all natural almonds. Get them in this little 100 calorie pack. It's nice. Jackie doesn't allow us to have. She yells at me if I buy like. I know we had ice cream for dinner last night, but
Oh, it's
she
special. Then.
no she yells at me if I buy stuff in the grocery order that that she doesn't approve of. And then of course some days she's like, but it's fine. Also, you know what I mean. But some I'm like, okay, so yeah, you got Swedish fish, and M&Ms and ice cream and chips and soda, and what else did you get? Like she was like, yeah, I did, but you can't eat any of it, and I'm like, okay, that's fair. That's fair. I get it. But anyway,
Yeah, it's not. I mean, she can eat what she wants.
she's a tiny girl.
Yeah,
She's a
I mean,
tiny
I've never
girl.
seen her in person.
You saw the video yesterday that
Yes,
I
I
made
did.
for her. Yeah. Yeah, she's you can just knock her over with a
Very attractive young lady, I might add.
hey, hey,
Yes, sir.
you watch it. Thank you very much. I
I could be
appreciate that.
replaced.
Yeah. Yes. So
So we got to get you on some kind of a schedule then.
I got the 6:30 in the morning is it's the
6:30 is good. That's
no 6:30 is great. 6:30 is fantastic. I just need to go to sleep. I was listening to a video this morning while I was getting ready, while I was in the shower and stuff. And it was talking about extremes, right? But like short bursts of extremes. So when you work, but you don't have to be there all day. You don't have to work 18 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to kill yourself and go crazy. If you're putting in 4 to 8 hours a day as an entrepreneur, work as hard as you can during that time. But the key is when you're resting, rest and actually rest. And that's something I don't do. That's, it was like sitting on the TV eating Cheetos, watching TV, sitting on the couch eating Cheetos, watching TV. It's not rest. That's something different. You know what I mean? You're numbing yourself. You're whatever. So like to do something that, and sometimes that is rejuvenating, right? Like sometimes I like to sit down and play a video game and whatever, and that's really rejuvenating. But other times, I take that to an extreme, and then and then I feel awful for the rest of the day, or whatever it may be. Scrolling social media. Are you on any form of social media?
No.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I don't get involved with that stuff.
Have you ever been on Facebook or anything?
I tried. Was on for a little while. It didn't do nothing for me. So
yeah,
I just don't like it.
All right. I think.
But how many people are on Facebook? I mean,
everyone.
Yeah. Except me.
Except you. Everyone except Ken. And honestly, we talk about you on there. Because you're not there.
Yeah.
Because you're not on.
Maybe I should get on there and see what people are talking about me.
Exactly. Yeah. So because you're not on Facebook, we're all like, hey,
yeah, exactly.
He's wearing that Adidas hat again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah,
but
big place to talk smack about Ken.
But
Collins.
as a good friend that you are, I think that you should stick up for me. No. I have to find somebody to stick up for me.
No, I'm a traitor. Anyway, so I love you, Ken. All right. No, any nighttime routine for you?
Nighttime routine? No, not really. I watch. I like to watch a lot of the old programs.
Yeah.
Like years going by, Cheers and stuff like that. We'll sit and watch some of them.
Nice.
And since I've been introduced to YouTube, sometimes we'll listen to some other music that's on there.
Nice.
you
What
know.
kind of music do you and Hazel like to listen to?
Well, Hazel's definitely an Engelbert Humperdinck fan.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there's plenty on YouTube that you can listen to
Oh yeah.
that he does. But any kind of music, really. You know, but 50s music I like.
All right.
I like to listen to Engelbert. Tom Jones. I watched a thing on Tom Jones the other night. He was on over in England on You've Got Talent or whatever it is.
England's Got Talent.
Guy is amazing.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
90 years old.
I know. Jackie is obsessed with Tom Jones.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she loves Tom Jones. She's gone to see Tom Jones a couple times, I believe, in concert, and yeah, absolutely
All
loves
right.
it.
Now,
So,
if she loves Tom Jones,
yeah,
a belated anniversary present, Tom Jones is going to be over at one of those big buildings on April 18th.
the casino, one of the
Yes.
casinos.
Yes,
Okay.
the closest one too.
Oh, all right. You can say
So-
the name if you want.
Foxwood. So you should think about that.
I should.
You thought about it. That's enough. I'll tell you, I watched him on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then a couple of them, I said, this got to be from back a while. But then they showed him on that UK thing with You Got Talent. And I mean, he's 90 years old. And he sounds great. He really does. And then I just for the heck of it, I went on, and I'm not too good on going on my phone or computers to look up things, but I did look up Tom Jones, and he is going to be at, you're looking it up now as I speak.
$268 for orchestra seats.
Right. Well, there's got to be cheaper ones than that.
There are. You can sit in.
I mean, he's in the Fox Theater there.
You can sit in the mezzanine for the cheapest seat is $78.
There you go.
Yep.
So I would strongly urge you to do that.
Each.
Yeah, I know. That's not too bad though. I'm telling you, he's great.
So I've heard.
Go on YouTube and you can listen to him.
I've heard Tom. I know Tom Jones.
This is a different Tom Jones. He's to the guy in the.
It's different. It's not What's New Pussycat.
When he was
Tom
30
Jones.
years old, he's bebopping around there and everything. He's 90. To me, he's a little bit different. He sings one with his son.
Oh, nice.
Green Grass of Home or whatever the name of it is.
Have you ever heard? Do you know who the comedian John Mulaney is?
Mm-mm.
No. John Mulaney has a bit from many years ago where he talks about going to a bar and there was a jukebox machine at the bar. And him and his friends thought that it would be hilarious. That jukebox machine had What's New Pussycat.
Mm-hmm.
So they played 11 versions they played it 11 times.
Yeah.
Now, what's great about What's New Pussycat is that the first time that it plays through and then it goes to it again, it sort of loops. So really, you don't think, oh, somebody played What's New Pussycat twice. You think, What's New Pussycat is a lot longer of a song than I thought that it was.
Yeah.
Right? And then by the fourth time, you're like, what's happening? Right? By the seventh time, people were going crazy in the bar. For the eighth song, they threw in one, It's Not Unusual.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole bar let out a big sigh of relief. And then it went right back into 4 more What's New Pussycats. And everybody immediately groaned. and eventually the bartender unplugged the jukebox. But anyway, that's I always think of that when I think of Tom Jones.
So he's there 18th, right?
17th and 18th, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, 2 nights.
Yeah, Friday. Wait, no, sorry. The 17th, he's in Canada.
Yeah.
He's in Niagara Falls, and then he'll be here on the 18th. You're absolutely right. At the Fox Theater, and then he'll be in Red Bank, New Jersey, Hackensack.
The
And then he's going to be in Nashville on the 23rd.
the thing about the Fox Theater is it's not really that big.
Right.
So any seat you get in the Fox Theater is,
Great. Yeah.
it's good. We used to get tickets for that a lot. Way back when we were at ERI, when I got the account over there.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, if the shows weren't selling out, I'd get a call and say, "Can you guys give some tickets away?" But I've been to quite a few shows over there. They even had boxing. We did the boxing when they had boxing over there. The ring was right down in front of the stage.
Oh, nice. And then did they put seats on the stage as well?
No. Actually, we used to go over there the night before. All the boxes were there. They had to weigh in. They have a weigh-in to make the weight for the fight, which is the following night. And then right after they get through with the weigh-in, they go just pig out. They
go to the buffet.
Yeah, they put the weight right back on again.
Yeah.
But I guess that's what they have to do. But we used to broadcast for an hour or so, 2 hours maybe.
Yeah.
Over there. Every night they had a fight, the night before.
That's nice.
You remember Jim McCormick?
Yeah.
Well, Jim got introduced to a lot of things through us at ERI, because we own the department store over here, and I got to meet Jim and had him on the morning show with me, and I said, "Jim, we have to go to Foxwoods on Friday." I said, "It's Friday at Foxwoods." "Oh, okay. What time?" I said, "Well, we have to go on the same time, 6:00. So I got Jim over at Foxwoods. He didn't even know that Foxwoods was there. But Jim was great. He did one of the weigh-ins with me on the night before the fight. And you remember the name Hector Camacho?
Yeah.
Well, we were going to interview Hector Camacho that night. So I said to Jim, "Jim, I said, be a good chance for you. I said, he's pretty good." I said, "Hey, you can interview Hector tonight." So he's interviewing Hector. I mean, it's like Jim took it like he just ran with it. Jim could interview anybody. So he comes back to me afterwards and he says, I said, "How was it, Jim?" He's laughing, and he says, "Hector's quite a boy." He says, "He's got like 10 kids." He said, "They're all named Hector." He says, "They got Hector 1, Hector 2. But Jim was a good guy. But we used to go over there all the time and do those things. And we got to go to the fights. And of course, we got ringside. We were right there. If a guy got hit and started bleeding, you might get it.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Got to get that. Well, no, they have commissions. And
but
stuff.
then they changed.
I was gonna say you got to get that hepatitis C shot, but they have commissions and stuff to make sure those people are not sick when they're bleeding all over the place.
It's all changed now over there, though. When I got the account, it was a local person that actually was the director of advertising. I didn't realize it. She was from Carolina, up near the Washington County Fair.
Oh, I know. I'm from Carolina.
Yeah, that's where she lived, and I didn't know that. And then all of a sudden she left, and then they got another guy from out of town, and he was okay. He was a little tougher to deal with, but
they got a bunch of fancy pants.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. We have
and then after that, of course, they went to agencies, so it's kind of tough now to get in there. But if you could,
we have a surprise visitor.
I guess so.
You want to?
It's day off, too.
Oh, it's your day off?
Yes.
All right. Well, I mean, have a seat. Have a seat somewhere.
Let me take my jacket.
Why don't you take your jacket and hat off and all that other stuff?
You know what? We're gonna go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
Ever thought about leveling up your fitness game in a fun and meaningful way? Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building your self-confidence, discipline, and that unstoppable feeling you get from all your hard work. Stop into Kiefer's Martial Arts today to sign up.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're back, and we are here with a surprise guest, the Hammer, Brian Sullivan. Brian the Hammer Sullivan? How do you...
That's right. You got it.
Which one?
It's the Hammer. You got it right.
No, but is it the Hammer Brian Sullivan or Brian the Hammer
It's
Sullivan?
Brian the Hammer Sullivan, but you can say it any way
So
you want.
you went like Bret Hart or Greg Valentine type situation with the name in the mid, or Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah. How y'all doing today? And it's so good to see you, Kenny, and you, Ben.
Hey, thanks.
Thank you, Brian.
So, Brian, were you just lurking outside of the studio on the mornings now?
No, I figured I saw you guys. I figured I just got out here. I figured, what the heck? I'm going to come out here, see my two best buds, you and my friend of many years. This is my friend Kenny.
Sure.
Because it's been a while since I've seen this guy.
That's right.
You know, Kenny is a good friend of mine. I keep in touch with this guy all the time, man.
Yes. Yep, Brian calls me.
I pop in here and say hello to all you wonderful people. And Kenny is a wonderful man. I've been your friend for what? Long time, man?
Long time, yeah. Yeah.
So I figured, what the heck? I'll pop up in here. I kind of surprised you didn't know I was coming, did you?
No. No, I would have locked the door.
You should have, but I wouldn't have kicked it. I'm only kidding.
Well, Brian, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Are you excited? We're getting closer to WrestleMania season.
Can't wait because you know that's the biggest event of the year. I remember when that first started on March 31st of 1985 in Madison Square Garden in New York City on what was then known as closed circuit television. It wasn't pay-per-view at the time.
That is true. These are facts. He's spitting facts.
I don't doubt anything that Brian says about wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
So you go ahead, Ken.
When's the big event coming up?
2 days. It's so if you want to have a really great event, you go see Tom Jones at Foxwoods on the 18th, and then the 19th and 20th, take a plane to Las Vegas.
Oh,
Speaking of, take a plane to Las Vegas, or stay home and watch it on Peacock. WrestleMania.
Yep.
You're taking the flight.
I told Hazel last night, I was talking to her. I said, she said that she watched it, obviously. And I said, yeah. I said, matter of fact, I talked to Ben about maybe even going up to Worcester, to see the new stadium up there. She says, oh, boy. She says, I got to get a hold of Ben. I said, why? Did you tell him to look out for you? Because Ben, he'll have him going anywhere. So, Hazel, wait till she gets to talk to you.
Oh, I'm sure. But Hazel was a fan of the new program?
Yes, definitely.
Excellent. Brian?
Yes. Yeah.
What match are you looking forward to the most? You were in here talking about WrestleMania a couple weeks ago with me.
Yes, I was.
But the card is more scoped out now. We know a lot more things that are happening. And what are you looking forward to the most?
I am looking forward to Cody Rhodes and John Cena for the WWE title. I'm also looking forward to Bianca Belair and Io Sky for the women's. No, let me say it the right way, because if I don't say it, I'm probably going to get reminded of how to say the WWE women's title. Tiffany Stratton and oh boy, I forgot who she's facing. I'm in trouble. Help me, guys.
You're actually you were wrong. It's the women's world title.
That's right. I was wrong. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're welcome.
Now,
Because Tiffany Stratton is the women's WWE champion.
That's right.
Yes.
Now she's facing Charlotte
See,
Flair.
So
There we
hold
go.
on.
Got it.
Am
Am I going too fast for you?
No, you never. My point is, Ken said I would never doubt anything Brian says about wrestling. Already proved you wrong within
Yeah.
5 seconds of being here, Brian.
Right.
The Hammer.
Yep.
So
I'm
who is
bringing
it?
it down on you. So yeah. So which one's your favorite?
So who's she fighting? Tiffany is Tiffany.
Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, that one. Who's she wrestling?
Charlotte Flair, I believe.
Charlotte.
Charlotte Flair. Ric Flair's daughter.
I'm gonna go with Tiffany.
There you go. Me
Yeah.
too.
Star making. Yeah.
I don't know nothing about wrestling.
You don't know nothing about wrestling?
Nothing.
You don't?
No.
Good for you. I know too
I
much.
I like the name Tiffany.
You do?
It's Tiffy time.
So I'm
Do you
going.
celebrate? Do you celebrate Tiffy
Now
time?
when's that? 18th, 17th, 19th.
19th and 20th.
Wait. Oh, in
It's a
Vegas.
2-day thing.
Yeah. So
Where they having it in Vegas?
Reliant Stadium.
Oh,
Where the-
right at
where the Raiders play,
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. That'd be.
Yeah, they've had them in football stadiums for the last 20,
So
21,
they'll
20
have-
years.
I don't even know how much that holds. It's got to be 50, 60,000.
Well, let's check it out.
I mean, they'll get a full house for something like that.
Oh yeah, for 2 nights. How many seats
Wow.
does Reliant?
I know it's a big place. It's where the-
72,220.
Mhm. That's a
Um,
great city. I never seen it. I don't think it was open the last time I was there, but they got one end of the stadium they can leave open.
So
So you can
far,
look down at
yeah.
the strip.
Yep. So far,
Yeah.
as of 5 days ago, there have been 46,000 tickets sold for night 1 of WrestleMania and 48,000 sold for night 2
Wow.
so far. And we're still 3 weeks away.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say they still got almost a month.
Yeah, we're
3
still
weeks.
3 weeks away, and that doesn't include there's probably like 5,000 comp tickets in there and
Oh, yeah,
all
I'm
sorts of
sure.
other stuff. So yeah, they're going to hit 70,000 both nights, I'm sure.
Now, have you ever been to one of these events?
WrestleMania?
Hmm?
No, I can't handle that. Are you kidding me? I had an anxiety attack going to the wrestling show that Brian didn't get to go, but that Steve Conti and I were at last year when we got the Chris DiPaolo Community Service Awards.
Oh,
So
in Mystic. Is that
in
what that
Mystic,
was?
yeah.
It was the USWF.
Yeah, I remember you talking about it every morning for like.
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Ben.
You go ahead, Brian.
Sadly, I didn't feel that made me sad.
That's right. You didn't make it, right?
Because I got sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I
I
remember
vow if Blaine does put on another one, which he is, I'm going to be at it. I'm not going to get sick. Knock on wood.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Is there another local show coming up?
I don't know when Broadway Joe would be doing. Don't call him Blaine when you're talking wrestling, Brian.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You
Broadway
gotta-
Joe
yeah.
Malcolm. That's
yeah,
right.
come on, man.
Thank you, Ben. He'll give me heck for that.
Yeah, as he should. As he should. No, so anyway, is there another USWF show coming up that you know of? Because you would know more about that than I would.
don't know. I'll actually Springfest. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to it yet till I find out, and I'll let you know.
Springfest is right around the corner too, isn't it?
Yeah, there's another. I think that Kaz, we'll talk about that off air. We'll talk about that off air today.
Okay.
All right.
I believe that there is something happening at Springfest, but I don't think that it's the USWF. I think it's the guys that came last time.
I know.
So
The one, yeah, the one that I was helping them out.
yeah,
with.
you did the bell.
I'll do it again if they need help again.
I know you'll do the bell for everybody. Sabrina says, "Hey."
Sabrina
to you
Fowler, my
guys.
friend. She.
So what's going on? What's going on over at the other place? You have the day off? Somebody
I
gave
have
you
the day off today. That's right. Yep.
I know that. I knew that you had the day off actually because I saw Calvin posted this morning. He was wearing his not McDonald's shirt.
Really?
The yeah, I don't remember what that's from, but he you know what I'm talking about, right? You've seen the shirt that's not a McDonald's shirt, but it is a McDonald's shirt.
Mhm.
Anyway, so
Yep.
shout out to Calvin as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out. Could you give me a shout out this morning, by the way, Calvin?
Oh, did he?
Yeah, early.
Nice.
Mhm.
Early this morning. I thought it was nice.
Oh, Wednesdays are the day that he does his early show, right?
Yes. Wednesday and Thursday.
Nice.
Brian's off until Friday, right?
I'm up till Friday. Yep.
Brian, what do you do in your off time
What I'm gonna
other
do?
than crash other people's shows?
Yeah.
I did. I did not.
You literally did. No, I'm not saying I have a problem with it right now, but you did. You did crash someone else's show. That's what crashing means.
Oh, you mean when I walked up here?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I mean, I'm not gonna do that all the time, but I figured I'd come in and see y'all because. But anyway, now he's got me where I can't remember
What's the
what.
matter?
But I'm glad that now I'm tongue tied. Now you got it where I don't know what I'm going to say next. Kenny.
You're glad to what?
I'm glad to see you, and I'm glad to be here. That's all. But I'm just gonna walk on the road like I normally do.
So you're out for your morning stroll
I'm up for my morning stroll.
on your day off.
Enjoy your coffee from Beth Eaton today.
The official coffee of 321 Media. Yes.
Yes. Kenny,
I know, Ken.
I missed that myself. Ken.
Wow.
I got to get back in, but you know what? Hey, I'll have it myself. I don't mind. Who gave it to you today? Was it Tammy?
Yeah, I guess it was. No.
Hello to Tammy and to Donna and all the people over there.
Right.
And Kaylee, who's in charge over there now.
Kaylee, I talked to Kaylee the other day. Last Thursday, I saw her.
How they all do. I
All
see them
doing good.
sometimes when I go out there.
They're all doing good. Yep.
Look what I'm wearing today.
Nice. Yep.
What does it say on there?
Mark Goodson Production.
A Mark Goodson. That's right.
Who's Mark Goodson?
Who is Mark Goodson? He was a game show
Didn't he have a
producer.
partner too?
Bill Todman, but this was when Bill Todman died and Goodson acquired the
name?
The good Todman share of the production and named it Solo.
Oh, so it was.
So when the game shows were announced at the end, it was a Mark Goodson pause television production.
Right.
Yep.
Oh, that's good. Good to
Anyway, if you guys have something to say, I'm going to step back for a moment, y'all.
If we have something to say,
I didn't mean to walk in here and crash you guys' program. I mean, if you want, I'll go over there and sit on the couch and let you guys.
what, Brian? We're not doing anything, man. We're not talking about. Are you going to go to the Nisquamish Beach Luau Friday night?
I would love to do that, but it would be tough because remember how I used to do it with the chief all the time?
Yes, I do.
It's difficult for me to do those things now.
No one else will take you?
No. Yeah, it's tough on that, man. It's hard on me, it's difficult. It's changed,
I know it's changed, Brian.
But what are you gonna do? But it's good. But I don't know. We'll see. That's at the Windjammer now, right?
It is at the Windjammer, yeah.
It used to be.
Bless you.
There you go.
I hit the mute button. Nobody heard it.
That's right. You know what to do. Mute yourself so nobody hears that, right, Ken?
Yeah, right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that used to be. I remember when we did it. It was at Venice. Down the
Venice.
street.
That's what I was looking
I
for.
remember that.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
That's when the chief used to bring me. You remember all that stuff?
Well, the chief used to buy a whole table.
That's right.
I don't
That's
know.
right. I remember.
I don't know if
a
that's
big Kahuna table.
yeah. I don't know if they're doing that this year.
They are doing they well who the I don't know that
Yeah, I don't have any.
I know that the big Kahuna tables still exist.
No one.
But
There
actually
you
I
go.
have the list of who the big Kahunas are right now. Because I made the graphic. So hold on, I can tell you who the big Kahunas are.
Ben does it all, Brian. You know that
He's got it all.
he does it all.
this
yeah.
year-
Yes, he does.
This year's big Kahunas right now, as of right now, this list can get
I can see it
updated.
right in front of me. You got it.
AP Enterprise, Ashaway RV, Coca-Cola, Coastal Graphics, our friend Jeff Miner, he's a advertiser here. Hotel Maria, Breezeway Boutique, Maria's Seaside Cafe, Jason Greenhall, Pleasant View Inn, Shorecrest Store, South County Tourism Council, Southern Rhode Island Conservation District / Fresh Harvest Kitchen, the Andrea, the Washington Trust Company, and the Wall People. The Wall People. I don't know if you're aware of this. You don't know who the Wall People are.
I do not.
They are. I don't know if it's Caswell specific, but they're a group of people that love going to the DJing gigs at the Windjammer.
Oh, all right.
So they and I know specifically about Caswell. I don't know about the other people there, but the Wall over at the Windjammer.
Mhm.
Yeah, they hang out at the Wall while the DJing is happening and etc. So we have a speaking of the Mesquamacut Beach Luau, we have a guest right now. Rebecca Green is on the phone with us. Hey, Rebecca.
Hi, Ben. How are you?
I'm good. You're here with me and Ken Collins and Brian Sullivan.
Hi, Ken and Brian. How are you today?
Good. How are
Doing
you?
good.
Morning. I'm doing great.
You are the treasurer still, right?
I am the bookkeeper. I'm not.
Bookkeeper.
I'm
Okay.
not on the board anymore. I'm
Congratulations.
yeah. Thanks.
So okay, I'm going to just put your name up there. So Rebecca, tell us what's going on with the luau this Friday at 6:30.
Sounds great. So Friday at 6:30 at the Windjammer, we have the luau to help us raise money or do a little fundraising for this coming season for road crew cleaning and beautifying Mesquamacut Beach. So that is at the Windjammer this Friday. We have a live auction and raffle over 120 different prizes and things to either auction off or give away at the raffle. So it's a great time. So what we do is we do a silent auction, all online based. So, if you want to bid on that hotel room that's down at the beach and you're in Massachusetts, New York, Connecticut, West Coast, wherever, you can go ahead and bid on those. So
Oh
it's
my
a
God,
great
I just realized
opportunity.
that. That's awesome because so many people come to Mesquamacut in the summer but may not be here
That's right.
in
Right.
April when we're doing this, but they can still bid online. And that's the 32 auctions site, which we're putting up right now on the screen for people to check out.
Correct.
Yeah. So
And-
far, you're 54% of your way to the goal right now. $8,143 raised on the silent auction.
Correct.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's a great, like you said, it's great because you and I probably may not utilize the hotel rooms because we're local, but someone else that's not going to be able to make it to the event can also take advantage of it as well. And it's important to know, keep on checking on the website too, because every day somebody else is telling us, hey, I have something to donate. And we put it up there. So just because it went live a couple weeks ago doesn't mean that those are the only items that are available for people to
Absolutely.
bid on.
And we're looking at some of the items right now. Mesquamacut drive-in beach pass, drive-in passes,
Mhm.
season passes for the summer. Alley Cats Bowling Center, Artful Flower, Ashaway RV Resort, Beach Ball Inn. And by the way, I know that sometimes it's really nice. I mean, sometimes it's very nice to just go down to Pleasant View and spend the night, or Hotel Maria or something like that. Even though we live here in Westerly,
Correct.
it's really nice. You can get a Block Island trip for 2 right now. That's awesome. Breezeway Boutique Hotel You can get Caswell's book. You see CC O'Brien's gift certificate. Chillingham's steak. Have you guys been to Chillingham's yet?
I
No.
have.
Rebecca, I'm sure you have, right?
I have, yes, delicious. We went
Oh,
we went with our whole family actually, so kids loved it
it,
too.
yeah, it's incredible. Chorus of Westerly concert tickets, awesome. Coca-Cola Bear, Coconut Kevin, hands painted sign. I have several of those. I have several Coconut Kevin hand painted signs now.
Do you?
I do, yeah. It's a lot of fun. DJ Mike Land. Oh, hey, I made that graphic for DJ Mike Land. So what is an item that you're really excited about on here, Rebecca?
Well, I bid on a few of them, to be quite honest with you.
I'm sure you did.
All the restaurants are great. It's always nice, especially when when people ask if they're gonna hey, I'll donate something. What would you like? I'm like, listen, if you're gonna donate a gift certificate, split it up because I would rather see 2 or 3 families go in and use them versus you giving one big amount to one person. You're going to get more
Yeah.
people to visit you if you do it the other way. Yeah, so all the restaurants are nice. I bid on a couple things for our kids. I don't know.
Wow. Right now you can get a Norwich Sea Unicorns luxury suite that is a value of $450. You could right now bid $136 and possibly win that. That's awesome.
What's that?
Norwich Sea Unicorns.
Oh, up at Dodge Stadium.
Yeah.
I think you should put a bid on that and take all of us up there.
Take your staff, yeah.
Yeah.
Rebecca.
I tried to help. I tried to help them out.
Thought that was a good idea, huh, Rebecca? Oh, it was me, $137 or whatever.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
So it's also important when you go on that list too, when you scroll all the way to the bottom, I think it's right now, the last 1 or 2 spots, it looks like that's the end of the page, but just make sure you click the next button and go to page 2 as well, because there's a lot more items. I think you've already done that, Ben, but just in case.
I did, yeah. I'm seeing a lot of our advertisers on here, which is
Mhm.
nice. A lot of our friends. Everybody's being very generous with their donations.
If you check that list out, there's got to be something on there
Mhm.
that you would want to bid on.
Oh,
Exactly.
of course.
You got plenty of stuff there.
And
Right.
that
Getting back to that suite I'm going to be on that now.
the unicorn suite.
That is a good thing. It really is.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because it's a great night out. It really is.
It really yeah, absolutely. And that's the closest. Well, now that we talked about Worcester
Yeah,
earlier. Now
right.
that the Paw Sox are gone,
Right.
um,
A birthday party there, or a baseball team, softball team.
We've been there. We've been up there
to Dot
Yeah.
Stadium.
Yeah, well, when it was a Navigators, I think.
Norwich Navigators. Yep.
Norwich
Yeah,
Navigators.
actually, we did a game from up there. We did a show from up there, and I got to throw out the first ball.
Nice.
I remember that.
How do you think? Do you think you would reach the plate now if you threw out the first pitch?
If I could have a couple of practice throws, yeah, I could.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Rebecca, this is the 20th annual Aloha Luau.
Wow.
Correct.
How do you
Yeah.
feel?
Some days I
Tired.
think right. Some days I think it gets easier and easier every year, and other years I'm like, man, it's a lot of bits and pieces, but it's fun. It's great. Once everyone gets there, they have a great time, and we also have a lot of people that donate food as well, which is awesome. So we have a couple people who will go out around 4 or 5 o'clock on Friday night and go pick up all the food for us and bring it back to the Windjammer. And Charles is great. Charles and Amy will cook up some food as well for us. But we have a lot of people that are donating this year. There'll be trays of wings, and chicken, and pizza, and cakes, and stromboli, ice cream sandwiches, subs, cooked vegetables. So there's a lot of things
All right,
from
you're making
a
me
lot of.
hungry. And it's
I know,
9 o'clock in the
right? And
morning.
it's only 9.
um, that's incredible. Uh, and then so it's later this year.
Correct.
Although it was actually because it was the fifth last year. So and it's the fourth this year. So how has it been? Because for 18 years it was in February,
Right.
and then now it's in April. How has that shift been?
Um, I think the shift has been great. It's a lot of people either are afraid to go out, in that February season. They're not sure if it's going to snow. We had a couple
Yeah.
times where we had to move the dates because of the snow.
Yeah.
Um, and then last year, Charles, with all the storms everyone had in the winter, he said, like,
Oh
hey,
yeah,
let's
that's
push
why
it
it got
back.
moved last year.
Yeah,
Yep.
let's push it back to April. And then he was doing some work this year, so we pushed it back to April again. But all in all, we all kind of just said, you know what, it makes the most sense to just kind of push it back a little bit later. So yeah,
Well,
it's been
that's
good.
awesome. Um, and yeah, it's been incredible since the move to the Windjammer, which is just such a great event venue. And Charles and Amy do a really wonderful job. Um,
And really, the
you
only reason why we left Venice was great too.
yes,
We're just getting bigger, There's more people that are coming, and we ran out of space. To be quite honest with you, that's the only reason why
that
we
is
weren't there
true. I
anymore.
remember the last years at Venice were getting tight
Right.
with how many people were there.
Yep. But that's why we offset it with doing another event there. We did the beer and wine not that long ago. So
Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah. The
yeah.
craft beer event at Venice is always a great thing. But I do remember one of the last years that we were at Venice for the luau. I ended up interviewing the governor, and I think I was almost sitting on his lap because I was
Yeah.
so close to him.
Close, yeah.
You know. And and that's how we became friends. No. So anyway, the luau is fantastic. On a personal note,
Yeah.
Rebecca,
Yes.
it's been almost a year.
It has been almost a year.
How are you enjoying not being the proprietor of Cold Stone Creamery anymore?
It's great. I miss it, but
Yeah,
family life and nightlife and weekends, it's so much different now.
yeah. Because I know
So
that
it's
that's when we
wonderful.
when we spoke. I know that was the impetus of it. Not that you didn't love owning the business
Yeah.
and
I
and
feel like
having yeah.
I feel like I do more now during the day, like as
Yep.
far as like helping others out and volunteering at the Little League and doing all the other businesses that I work with, helping them all out, and then other ones are coming along too, just needing help with little things. But I can do it all from most of it from home, and I can be home when the kids are home, and when they need to go to sporting events, then I can just stop what I'm doing and do stuff with them. I don't have to juggle it around with work, so it's nice.
That's
Different
incredible.
different pace, but I enjoy it a lot.
That's awesome.
And my
So
family
tickets
is not sick of me yet, so that's good.
they'll never get sick of you, Rebecca. So tickets are on sale right now on Eventbrite for the luau. You can get them for $25 in advance or
Yes,
$30 at the door. And
correct.
I would assume that there are still a couple spots open for Big Kahuna tables if
Yeah, you can purchase a
someone
big
wants
Kahuna
to.
table, which is 10 people,
Yep.
$275
Yep.
um, for a table, and you can, if you didn't want to do the sea unicorns, Ben, you could just get your staff a table at the luau. I mean, there's all kinds of options for you.
That's true. That's true. I think we have
I'm
more than
just
10 people
kidding.
now though. So,
True.
it's
I know, which is great. Great. I love watching you guys and hearing everything. So you're doing a great job out there in the community as well.
thank you, Rebecca. I
And how
appreciate it.
about the bidding thing?
The bidding thing, the auction,
Yes.
the silent auction goes until 9 p.m. that night.
Yep. And it's 32auctions.com/luau 2025.
Awesome. And we will put that link in the comments for people to click. Thank you, Rebecca, so much. Anything you guys want to say?
That was good. Good job, Rebecca.
Thank you.
Name from
Thank you.
B.
Keep
Good
up
job,
the good
Beck.
work.
Rebecca,
Thank you.
you were the first guest. Well, you were the first invited guest on the new
That's right.
Breakfast with Ken and Ben.
That's awesome. Next time we'll
So-
actually have breakfast.
That would be great. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you
Thank
soon.
you. Sounds good. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Good
Invited
job.
guest. Brian, we love you, Brian.
No. That's all right. You know, she's the invited guest. I just simply happen to walk in
You
here
did walk in.
unannounced.
You did walk in. We have to change studios now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, now that you know where we are, we have to.
I always knew where this place was. I'm right on the end door.
Well, I knew that having the window in the background was trouble. You know what I mean? Because then
What do you
people just
mean?
know.
Oh, really?
Because then people just know where we are. That's so. Anyway, all right, guys. Well, this has been fantastic. I hope that you've enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's day 2 in the books.
Day 2, Brian. Thank
I
you
was
for
glad
being
to
here.
step in a little bit. Thanks
Absolutely.
for having me.
Thank you for being here. All right, guys. We will see you soon. We'll be back at 2 p.m. today with Community Insights with Paul Jancarella Jr. And today we will be having the Wonderfully Weird DJ Gadget from
Yep.
Weirdsterly on and 321 on the show, and then that will be followed by Man About Town. And I have no idea who Rona's guests are today, but that'll be a lot of fun. So make sure you check that out. Brian, when is you still doing the Brian Sullivan Early Show?
I sure am.
When
Yep.
is that?
6 to 7.
Saturday mornings?
Nope. During the week.
During the week? Every day? 6 to
Monday.
7?
No, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday.
Monday, Tuesday, Friday.
Yep.
All right. So what song are you kicking off Friday with?
I don't know yet. I'll let you know.
All right. And you can tune into that at
WBLQ Stereo 1230 and 103.1 FM.
all right. And you can listen online at
WBLQ.net.
there you go, Brian. All right, guys. Thank you so much for
And we'll
watching
be
the
back
show.
on Friday.
And we'll be back on Friday. Yes, no breakfast with Ken and Ben tomorrow because we have business over breakfast with the
Right.
Ocean Community Chamber of Commerce. But Ken Collins will be back on Friday morning for more breakfast with Ken and Ben. We'll see you soon, guys. Thanks. Bye for now. Well, hold on. Wait a second. I got to set the outro video to the right thing. It was still on something from yesterday from one of the kids. All right. And bye for now. Experience local excellence with Roofright Roofing in Charlestown, Rhode Island. With over 40 years of unmatched expertise, Roofright specializes in architectural shingles and holds the prestigious title of GAF Master Elite Installers. Known for their commitment to the community and support for local initiatives, Roofright is your trusted partner for all of your home's roofing needs. Call today for a free estimate at 401-212-4140.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
What's going on, everybody? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at Dunn's Corners at 224 Post Road, and everybody down here is getting the brand new iPhone 16. We have it here in stock. The best part is right now, if you trade in your old phone, you get it for free. We got deals all weekend, awesome savings. Come on down and see us, 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners, Verizon Wireless Zone. We'll see you soon.
D&V Mechanical specializes in the installation, maintenance, and servicing of Mitsubishi ductless mini-split heat pump systems. We are certified by Mitsubishi as Diamond Elite Contractors and factory trained and up to date on the proper procedure of the installation and service of Mitsubishi ductless heating and air conditioning ductless heat pumps. We assist with the paperwork to reduce much of the stress-related documentation required to get the state rebates and federal tax incentives. We are not a jack-of-all-trades, master-of-nothing company. We are masters of ductless heat pumps. It's what we do, and it's what we know.